Hello everyone, and welcome to our weekly yoga class. Thank you for taking some time for yourself in these crazy times and maintaining some routine. Thank you for taking this class. It's been really nice to be able to teach these for you all and to maintain some structure myself. So today's class, we're going to focus a lot on strength and balance. So me in my home, we have carpet on our floor, so it does make it a little challenging to find that balance. So if you're in the same boat, feel free to go to any solid spot to practice some of those poses. We will use a block and a blanket today. Feel free to use a stack of books, a chair, whatever you need to substitute there, and a little pillow works as well instead of a blanket. So we are going to start in a seat today. Nice comfy seat of your own choosing. You can have the legs crossed, you can have the knees bent, legs extended, whatever you need. And we'll kind of just toggle side to side, forward and back in your seat. And completely soften, surrendering down. And lengthening up through the crown, stacking the vertebrae one on top of the other. Rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Hands could rest on top of the thighs or let the hands stack in your lap. Your gaze can either rest out in front of you, couple feet relaxed and opened eyes, or closing them, drawing your focal point inward. Catch the attention of the mind with your inhale. And on the exhale, a wave of relaxation washes over the mind and the body. Each inhale, the belly relaxes out, chest rising and expanding. And on the exhale, the belly falls in. A little constriction in the abdominals, pushing air from the lungs back to the environment. Noticing places that are holding tension within the body, the muscles of the face, the shoulders, the low back, the hips. And observing the quality of mind and body here at the beginning of class. And if it's particularly flighty today, maybe setting a focal point, something you can return to. So maybe the breath is your anchor, mentally and physically linking you right here. Or perhaps you have someone or something important to you you'd like to offer your efforts to. And carrying that intention with you will discipline the breath a bit more. Inhaling and exhaling solely through the nostrils. And adding a little constriction to the back of the throat, elongating the breath. Ujjayi Pranayam, victorious breath. And so if this is one of your first times working with this breathing technique, you can let the exhales be constricted, and the inhales can be natural. And it's that same action we would take if we're trying to fog up a glass or a mirror, just with the mouth closed. Notice any tension that crept back into the body. Let it soften here. And on your next exhale, we'll blink the eyes open. And inhale, join your hands at your heart. Exhale, reach your arms in front, rounding your back, chin tucks. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades together, send the heart forward, let the gaze lift. And exhale, reach your arms, round your back. Continue with the cactusing the arms on the inhales. And on each exhale, reaching your arms, rounding your back. Inhale, hands to your heart. And exhale, release your hands down. We'll inhale, reach the right arm straight up. And exhale, reach up and over to the left. Bending at the left elbow side, stretch, so reaching through the right side of the ribcage. Full breath. Your gaze can either be down towards the floor, out in front, or upward. Draw the belly button in, and inhale, return through center. Exhale, release your right hand, and inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, reach up and over to the right, little bend at the right elbow. Left shoulder softening down away from the ear, full breath in the side body. Draw the belly button in and inhale, return through center. Exhale, release your left hand down. And let's press ourselves forward to a tabletop. Shoulders over the wrists, the knees underneath the hips. Padding with your pillow or blanket if you would like. All right. Inhales, we'll drop the belly button towards the floor, lifting gaze and tailbone. And on the exhales, push into your palms, round your back, tuck chin and tailbone under. Inhales, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, round. Spine to a neutral position. We'll bring the knees to the width of the mat, big toes in towards touching, thread the needle here. So left palm to the center of the mat. Inhale, open the torso to the right, reach the right arm overhead. And exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, palm facing up, shoulder softens down. Offset the right or the left hand, and inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, rotate any further to the left. Full breath into the space between the shoulder blades. Bringing the left hand back in. Pull the belly button in and inhale, open to the right. Exhale, release the right hand down. Ground through the palm, inhale, open to the left. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, palm facing up, shoulder softens down. Offset the right hand, we'll inhale, lengthen, and exhale, rotate. Full breath here, making sure that we're not collapsing into the head here. Keeping length out through the crown. Draw the belly button in. Bring the right hand back in and press into the palm. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, release your left hand down. Bring the knees back underneath the hips. We'll inhale here. And exhale, tuck your toes, push into the palms and float the knees. Couple breaths here. Inhaling. And exhale, push into the palms, lifting the knees and hips the rest of the way to downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet here, bending at one knee, reaching through the opposite heel, and shake your head no and yes. Gradually letting both heels release towards the floor. Keep a little bend at the knees, tilting the pelvis forward, let the head become heavy. We'll inhale here. And exhale, step your feet to a forward fold. Bending at the knees, pressing into the feet, and taking pressure out of the hands. Belly button is drawn in here to protect the low back. Fingertips can either dangle. You could clasp elbows and hang heavily, or interlace fingers behind your back and extend your arms overhead, shoulder opener here. Full breath. Bending at the knees, release your hands wherever you have them. Pull the belly button in and press into the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through the crown. And exhale, fold forward. Bend at the knees, press into your feet. Inhale, sweep arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Couple breaths here. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs, readjust anything you need here. Okay, so coming up to the top of the mat, we'll ground down through the feet and lengthen up through the spine. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat and step your feet to a plank pose, holding here. So shoulders are over the wrists. Pull the belly button in and reach through the heels as you lengthen through the crown. Maybe floating the left foot and the right hand. Release the right hand and left foot. Maybe float the right foot and the left hand. Let it be a play. Releasing both hand and foot, we'll inhale. And exhale, either lower the knees or keep them lifted. We'll release down. Bending at the elbows all the way to the belly. All right, so baby cobra. Tops of the feet to the floor. Quadriceps engaged. Pull the belly button in and inhale, lengthen through the crown as you float your shoulders. So very little, if any, pressure is in the hands. Keep your shoulder blades drawing together and down the back. Pull the belly button in and full breath here. Inhaling. Exhale, lower your shoulders, tuck your toes, pull the belly button in, and inhale, press either through a tabletop or a plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out here, ground through the palms. Shake your head no, and yes. Inhaling. Exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Inhale, sweep arms up. 2 more rounds, we'll pick up the pace. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or float to a plank. We'll inhale and exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Cobra or upward facing dog. Pull the belly button in, shoulder blades draw together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. So either step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or hop to a plank, and on the same exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Recollect your breath. Checking back in with your intention. So shake out the arms, shake out the legs, readjust anything you need here. And we'll come back up to the top of the mat, ground through the feet, lengthen through the spine, shoulders roll up, back, and down. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands to the mat. You can either step straight back to a downward facing dog or take a flow here. Here in downward facing dog, draw the big toes in towards touching. And having a little bend at the knees here, we'll inhale, reach the right leg up. And exhale, hold here, 3-legged dog. So feel free to circle the ankle, maybe bend at the knee, circle out the hip. And we'll inhale, reach the right leg straight up. Exhale, shift the shoulders forward, draw the knee in towards the nose, chin tucks. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Push into the palms, inhale, re-extend the right. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, holding. Inhale here. Exhale here. Push into the palms. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. And now exhale, shift the shoulders forward and step the right foot to a lunge. Now you can use the right hand to help the right foot forward if you need. Now, grounding through the feet, pivoting on the ball of the left foot, release down through the heel. Coming into an extended side angle pose from here. So right forearm to the right thigh, and left arm extends over the ear. Root down through the feet, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, rotate open. Gaze can lower. Pull the belly button in, and inhale, use the left arm to lift the torso. Exhale here in warrior two. Couple breaths. Checking in with the alignment, readjust if you need. Shoulders are soft, reaching through all the fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, exalted warrior. Left palm, left thigh, reaching the right arm up and back. Exalted triangle pose, extending through the right leg. Little bend stays in the knee. Quadriceps engaged, reaching down through the feet as you lengthen up through the spine and the fingers. Draw the belly button in, inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, send the hips back, reach the torso forward, and lower the right hand towards either the inside of the thigh, shin, or to a block. Finding your edge, root down through all of the points of the feet. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, rotate. Lower your gaze. Little bend at the right knee. Pull the belly button in and inhale. Use the left arm to lift you. Exhale, rebend at the right knee, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, pivoting on the ball of the left foot. Hands release to a lunge. Inhale, step the right foot to a plank. And exhale, take a flow or skip it. Meeting in downward facing dog. Draw the big toes in towards touching. We'll inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, hang out here, three-legged dog. Circling the ankle. Maybe circling the hip. Inhale, reaching the left leg high. Exhale, shift the shoulders forward, draw the knee in towards the nose, chin tucks. Press into the palms, inhale, re-extend the left. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Push into the palms, inhale, re-extend the left. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, holding. Press into the palms, inhale, re-extend the left. And exhale, shifting forward, step the left foot to a lunge. Readjust the stance if you need. Pivoting on the ball of the right foot, release the heel. Draw the belly button in and left forearm towards the left thigh. Opening the torso to the right, extended side angle pose. So gaze can start towards the floor, readjusting how you need here. Root down through the feet, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, rotate any further open. So a long line of energy from the outside of the right foot through the right fingertips. Lower the gaze. Draw the belly button in and inhale, use the right arm to lift you. Exhale here, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, exalted warrior. Right palm, right thigh, reach the left arm up and back. Pull the belly button in and draw or extend through the left leg. exalted triangle pose. Left shoulder dropping down away from the ear. Pull the belly button in, inhale, lift the torso. And exhale, triangle pose. Send the hips back, reach the torso forward, and lower the left hand towards either the inside of the thigh, shin, or to a block. Right arm can reach overhead, or let it wrap around the torso. Sending the mind into the right hip, and feel it roll towards the space behind you as the left sit bone tucks under. Lowering the gaze. Little bend at the left knee. Pull the belly button in and inhale. Use the right arm to lift you. Exhale, rebend at the left knee. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, pivoting on the ball of the right foot. Hands release to a lunge. Inhale, step the left foot to a plank. And exhale, take a flow or skip it. Meeting in downward facing dog. Grounding through the palms, shake your head no and yes. Listening to your body's cues. If it's asking for a little break here, maybe taking a child's pose, reconnecting to the breath. Taking our time. We'll meet back up in a downward facing dog. Big toes in towards touching. And again, we'll inhale, reach the right leg high. And exhale, step to a high lunge. So now crescent lunge from here. Both sets of toes are pointing forward. Pull the belly button in and press into the feet as you inhale, lift the torso and the arms. So readjust the stance if you need once you get up here. Grounding down through the feet. And keep the right knee over the ankle. Trace it towards the pinky toe and square the hips up. Pressing through the left heel. Lengthening through the crown, reaching up and back through the fingers. Draw the belly button in. Inhale, pull the hands to your heart. And exhale, shift your weight into the right foot, standing up through it as you float the left foot. Toes pointing down, pressing through the heel, and hinge any further around the right hip. Inhale here. Exhale, bending at the right knee, release the left foot and arms reach straight up, warrior one. Readjust the stance if you need. Grounding through the feet, we'll inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release your hands either to the hips or clasp them behind you. Press into the feet, inhale, lengthen, pull the shoulder blades together. And exhale, fold forward. Torso towards the inside of the right thigh. Arms could extend, humble warrior. Keeping the right hip drawing back, the left hip pulling forward. Press into the feet. Draw the belly button in and inhale, lift the torso, reach the arms. And exhale, release the hands to a lunge. Inhale, step the right foot to a plank. And exhale, take a flow or skip it. Meeting in downward facing dog. Big toes draw in towards touching. And inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, shift the shoulders forward and step the left foot. Crescent lunge, so the back heel is lifted in crescent. Left knee stacked directly over the ankle. Pull the belly button in, press into the feet and inhale, lift the torso and the arms. Drawing the belly button in as you explore any more of the back bend here. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, shift your weight into the left foot, standing up through it as you float the right foot. Right toes point down, pressing through the heel, and hinge any further around the left hip. Little bend at the left knee. Steady breath. Inhaling. Exhale, bend at the left knee, drop the right foot and re-extend the arms, warrior one. So back heel is lowered. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Rooting down through the feet and lengthen through the crown. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands either to your hips or clasp them behind you, switching the pinky that's on the bottom. Rooting through the feet, we'll inhale, lengthen. Shoulder blades draw together and exhale, fold. Torso towards the inside of the left leg. Pull the belly button in, press into the feet, inhale, return through warrior one. Exhale, release your hands to a lunge. Inhale, step the left foot to a plank. And exhale, take a last flow or skip it and meet in downward facing dog. Releasing your knees to the mat, sending sit bones to heels. Arms extend and the forehead lowers, child's pose here. Using this space to reconnect to the breath, to ground back into your resolve. Walking your hands over to the left-hand side, grounding through the palms, breathing into the rib cage. Back through the center, over to the right side. Grounding through the palms, breathing into the rib cage. Back to center. We'll inhale, press ourselves to a tabletop. And now taking a pigeon pose from here. So feel free to take your blanket and have it handy so that you can pad underneath the hip if it starts to lift up from the floor when we square the hips. We'll come from tabletop. Feel free to take it from down dog if you prefer. And we'll inhale, reach the right leg straight out behind. And exhale, bend at the right knee, sweeping it forward, bring it behind the right wrist. Now, extend the left leg fully out behind you, and then roll over towards the outside of the right hip. So now, right toes flex in towards the knee, and then scooch your heel a little further away so you have about a 45-degree angle with the shin. Begin to square the hips back up, so rolling the left hip to point back down. The right hip is drawing back as you create that squaring. Now, here, if the hips begin to lift, go ahead and place the blanket up underneath. And now you can stay up on your hands. You could maybe walk them down, maintaining an inhale length. And an exhale, fold. using this posture to check in. If you find any place where you can maybe go a little deeper, enter there curiously. And keeping that action of the right hip drawing back, the left hip pulling forward, maybe even tucking the left toes under, lifting up the left knee and pressing through the heel as you draw the left hip forward. Keeping that as you set the knee back down. Draw the belly button in. We'll inhale, walk the hands back up. Tuck your left toes under, lift up the hips, and bring the right knee back. So we'll switch sides from here. Bring your support, your blanket, over to the opposite side of your knee. And we'll inhale, reach the left leg out behind. And exhale, bring the knee right behind the left wrist and extend the right leg behind you. Top of the right foot can be to the floor. And then rolling over to the outside of the left hip. Left toes flex in towards the knee and scoot the shin away. Squaring the hips back off, drawing the left hip back and the right hip forward, supporting with this blanket if you need here. Maintaining that squaring of the hips. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, folding any further into your pigeon pose. Make sure if you took any variation, if you did anything on one side, just make sure you do it on the other as well. Letting yourself play. You draw the belly button in. We'll inhale, walk the hands up, lift the torso, roll to the outside of your left hip, and swing the right leg forward. So we'll come onto our seat here and bring the soles of the feet together, knees open to the sides, adding our little foot massage. This is just one of my favorites. And we'll root down through the seat. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Pull the shoulder blades together and exhale, lead with the heart as you fold. So now the heels can stay in close. You can scoot them away from the seat or whatever you need. Keeping your ground, maintaining integrity through the spine, and allow your head to bow forward. Pull the belly button in and inhale, lift the torso. And we'll extend the legs straight out in front. Toes flexing in, quadriceps engaged. And then hands in by the sides. We'll ground through the seat and inhale, lengthen. Pull the shoulder blades together. And on the exhale, keeping your lengthened spine as you fold. Now if the hamstrings or the low back If anything asks for a little slack here, you can bring the torso up, have a little bend at the knees, and pull the belly button in as you lengthen and fold. Draw the belly button in. We'll inhale, walk the hands up, lift the torso. And we'll lean back, bend at the knees, and scoot the seat in close to the heels, setting your blanket to the side. Draw the belly button in and slowly lower, or you could hug and roll, or slowly walk hands, forearms, and triceps down. We'll hug the knees to the chest and a little sway side to side. And hands to the knees, circle clockwise and counter. And then release your feet to the floor, heels in close to the seat, arms by the sides. And then on your inhale, press into the feet, lift up the hips. Inner thighs engage towards one another. Heart is reaching up towards the chin, chin lifts away from the heart. Shoulder blades draw any closer together underneath you. If you'd like, you could play with any leg lifts here. Supporting with one leg as you lift, the opposite, pointing the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. And whatever you do on one side, make sure you do on the other. We'll inhale here and exhale, slowly lower down. Windshield wiper the knees. Bring the soles of the feet to touch, knees open to the sides, reclining bound angle pose. Pressing your feet together, guiding the knees back in towards the midline. And we'll hug the knees into the chest. Point the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling and grab your hands either towards the feet, the ankles, or the shins. Pull the legs down, thighs splay open around the rib cage as you sway side to side. Extending through one leg, keeping the opposite knee bent. And switching. And if you have any other favorite final movements, feel free to explore those here. Maybe a plow into shoulder stand, maybe any inversions, any reclining twists or core work. Taking some time, grabbing any items of comfort, maybe some socks, a little jacket, a blanket for under the head or the knees perhaps. Either having the knees bent or the legs extended all the way out in front of you, feet splaying open about the width of the mat. Arms resting by the sides, palms facing up. And sending the mind through the body, searching for any tension, any holding, softening what you can to the floor. And thanking yourself for showing up today for this practice and doing this work both mentally and physically. Thanking your body for always doing its best, trying its hardest every moment of every day for you. And we'll stay for the next few moments, observing natural breath and let the mind stay easy. Resting here in Shavasana, corpse pose. the space around. Deepening the breath once again here. Finding any micro movements. Wiggle fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Reach the arms overhead, a full length stretch, fingers to toes. Curling to one side, tuck in the knees, using a bicep for a pillow. The earth supporting you another moment or so here. On an inhale, we'll press ourselves up. And taking a comfortable seat. The eyes heavy, the breath natural. And we'll root down through the sit bones, lengthen up through the spine, and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Joining hands at your heart, pressing thumbs to the sternum. And we'll complete our class today with an Om, joining if you would like. We'll inhale together. Wonderful. So thank you all for joining in practice again today and allowing me to guide you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. The divine within me honors and sees the divine within each one of you. Namaste. Bye.